Let's see if I can remember how to do this right. What's going on there, Battlefielders? How you doing? My name is Paul and welcome to the channel. Battlefield 1, the FPS savior. That's right, you can quote me on that one. It's a bold statement, but I truly believe this is going to do something for the gaming community that nothing has been able to do in a long time. Its timing gives it a unique opportunity, increases its value exponentially. And this is because there are no more casual, boots-on-the-ground, infantry-based, gun-versus-gun, pure skill shooters out there anymore. The closest thing that we have is not multi-platform, and that's in the form of Counter-Strike. And even that game is not traditional. That is round-based, competitive, with the ecosystem and everything involved. It's not just traditional gun-on-gun. And with this statement, I want to present you my case. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, think of all the popular shooters right now, or ones to come out this year. I'm going to go down the list real quick, and the ones that I can think of right off the top of my mind. We got Halo, Destiny, The Division, Call of Duty. We have Overwatch coming out, Doom. All of these games have a few things in common. So let's run down a checklist. How many of them have enhanced mobility? Quick speed, maybe wall running or dashing. You've probably come to the conclusion that all of them have this. Let's go a step further. How many of them have player classes, abilities, ultimates, supers, and signatures? You're probably following and seeing a pattern here. All of them. Which means they have all either been created as a futuristic type shooter or have evolved from it. And a perfect example would be Call of Duty, which used to be a shooter that you could compare to Battlefield, because they were boots on the ground sort of experienced infantry based games. They played a little different, but they were still identical at the core. And since then, they have vacated that position and gone futuristic. And this is my issue, is that they're all clones of each other. All these games are the same damn thing, and there are no shooters like what Battlefield 1 is about to become. I appreciate those futuristic shooters. Hell, I started multiplayer gaming on Unreal back in '99 for the PC. Migrated to console on Halo. I didn't even touch a modern shooter until World at War. That was a Call of Duty title. So, if you think about this, I have no gripes at all with futuristic shooters. I love them as much as the next guy. Thoroughly enjoy Overwatch, one of the best games I've played in a long time, and I appreciate those. The reality of the current situation is Battlefield's uncontested. There is nothing out there to compete against this type of playstyle or gameplay. This experience is unique now. Call of Duty went ahead and decided the right call was to evolve into a futuristic shooter, leaving Battlefield alone to run as free as it wants and to be a unique type of shooter out there. Now that every other game is similar, this one stands alone by staying original. And because of that, it has some increased value. It's going to be more popular than any other Battlefield. Not to mention, it's doing it in a bold fashion. And this is going in reverse. This is going backwards. Where every other game is looking to the future, in aliens, in spaceships, in abilities, in unique lasers, and fighting in space. Battlefield's like, you know what, we're going back 100 years, because screw the meta. Somebody hit the rewind button and get me a damn horse. I really like this bold strategy. This is well executed. They noticed that every game was trying to think that innovation means going forward into the years. And I'm all for understanding those games and that thought process, because the more futuristic you go, the more freedom you have to create unique types of games and abilities and everything like that. You have more freedoms because it's completely made up. It's a fantasy world. And there are no limitations. So I understand why games are doing this and taking this route. And that's why I appreciate this game for going in reverse. Because, to be fair, there aren't many World War I games in existence, let alone multiplayer large-scale games like Battlefield. And this is why it's unique. Now, even for Battlefield, this is kind of a risky strategy. This is a game that's known for its customization. Oh, I want to slap a coyote sight, and an angled grip, and a laser sight on this thing. And this kind of stuff did not exist 100 years ago. So they're going to have to compensate for that in other means. So they have those modes of transportation with what are supposed to be bikes and tanks and aircrafts, tons of them, for many different ways to play and attack the enemy. And they're revisiting things that are actual experiences. These are real world weapons that existed back in the day, based on actual events and experiences. So we, as a community, despite the limited information they've given us, we know what kinds of guns are coming. There were only so many used back then. We know what type of warfare is going to exist. We know there's going to be chemical warfare. We're going to have mustard gas. We're going to have all of these things, so we can anticipate what the experience is going to be like. We can do research and understand, oh yeah, I'm going to use the MP18. It's got the snail mag, 32 round mag, 9mm. I know all I need to know about it. So you can get prepared for this game mentally and understand what is to come. And trench warfare is going to be great. There's going to be so many layers to this game. Trench warfare, open warfare, vehicles, aerial. There are going to be so many layers to this game. Despite the limited customization and other things you're going to have, the game is still going to run like a monster. I fully expect this to be the only World War I battlefield we are going to see for a long time, if ever again, and that is simply because of its limitations. There are only so many guns and types of warfare that you can even implement things that existed back in the day. So because of this, they chose the right time to execute this idea. The idea of a World War I game is seriously like a one-time use opportunity, and they chose the right time to do this. Understand that the current generation of gamers, those playing FPS for the first time, the 15, 16, and 17-year-olds, they've never experienced a World War I shooter. Hell, I don't even remember the last one that I played. And where these other games are looking to the future to try to develop never-before-seen ideas, innovative new abilities. Meanwhile, at the DICE headquarters, they've all been binge-watching the History Channel and just decided, hey, let's do something different. And as weird as it is, different means old. And you know what? That's a pretty cool idea. It's refreshing and it's gonna be badass, guys. I fully anticipate an Elders React video where they know how to PTFO better than this young generation can. So I'm really excited to see what Battlefield 1 can present for us. As a community, this is a great thing. It's a game that this community desperately needed when all the other games are so similar. This is a breath of fresh air. Assuming this game does not repeat the same mistakes that Battlefield 4 had on its launch, this game is going to be phenomenal. And I am planning to pre-order right now. That's right, guys. Crucifixes, I said the pre-order word. I really have been craving a game that is just traditional gun-on-gun for a long time, and no game really offers that anymore. So yeah, I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to invest in it, and I can't wait to get my hands on it personally. So let me know what you guys think. Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to pre-order it? Are you looking forward to it? If there's anything else you want me to talk about related to this game, I will definitely keep you in the loop. So subscribe if you guys are new here for a lot of Battlefield 1 content, because I'm going to make it flow. Take care, guys.